Studio Anne Carlton is probably the world's leading specialist in ornamental and decorative chess sets. The business began in 1969 and has been the recognised brand in this area since then for over 40 years. We design and produce decorative sets. We're also specialist in a whole collection of classic games, including backgammons, dominoes, roulette, poker, all sorts of different games which are related to classic and traditional games.
Studio Anne Carlton are proud to announce the relaunch of Supercast, one of the most popular and successful craft toys of the past 50 years. Supercast became an iconic global brand in the 70s and 80s and will now be available again for the hobbyists of the 21st century to discover anew. The pieces are all modelled on specially commissioned sculptures, and each mould duplicates these precisely.
Supercast is the original and the best brand in make-your-own chess sets and individual figures. So the component parts are plaster and then the mould itself, and then the decorating part, which is the paints and the brushes and anything used to finish off the product once it's actually been manufactured.
I remember at school that some of the kids got into making these mould figures, and it just amazed me that you could take this liquid with a powder, mix it up and create this really detailed figure. And it just had me hooked. I just loved the idea. You could do it yourself. It's creating pottery, it appeared, creating your own art. And I think that's the appeal. It's always been the appeal of, I guess it's a creative arts and crafts equivalent to cooking. You're using ingredients, you're mixing it, you're seeing it set, you pull it out of the mould, then you paint it up. So it's just the fun of creating something.
With component parts retailing for as little as £2 and licenses with major brands and sports clubs currently being organised, Supercast looks set to once again become a major brand in the toy and crafts market.
The key customer potential or targets that we're looking at are toy and hobby shops. There's a wealth of good independent toy shops in the country, and of course the big toy multiple groups. But there's also a whole wide range of hobby related stores, and Supercast really appeals to both sectors of the market. Great potential in both the hobby area and the toy area. It can appeal to preschool, it can appeal to teenagers, it can appeal to people just wanting to de-stress after a day's work, and it can appeal to retired people. The preschool market is being addressed very much with the licensed toy area. We have an existing range of product which very much appeals for the teenagers and getting into more middle-aged groups in the form of decorative or chess sets. Also, we're looking at maybe sports-related subjects.
You're actually creating something that's tangible. So you spend an hour or two setting up and producing, drying, then painting your Supercast kit, and you've actually got something at the end of it that you can keep. And the nice thing with the Supercast range as well is the moulds are reusable. So you can make them again and again, you can make them for gifts, you can make them to play with, you can make them to decorate your bedroom. We have a 3-year-old grandson, so I brought one of the original kits home. We got him involved in making these little figurines, and he absolutely loved it. Couldn't wait until it set hard enough so he could paint it. His eyes lit up and he loved it.